When the Rhythm of the Valley, it's Romeo. It's funny. There's a bunch of things that I won't do because I grew up on an Indian reservation. There's a lot of things that you guys do for relaxation, for vacation, that I had to do just to survive, and I won't do it again. I'll never do it again. I'll never go hunting or fishing, or I'll never go camping because that's all stuff I just traumatized as a kid. Morning, Hot, what's up?
Are you still talking about traumatizing childhood stuff?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know if it's traumatizing, but when we were kids, my parents used to take us to work with them. So we didn't have a typical childhood. Like, we didn't get to go hang out with friends and have sleepovers and do this, do that. Now that I have my own kids, my parents are like, why don't you just take the kids to work with you? No, they can stay home or they can do whatever. Like, no.
That is so funny. So do you let your kids have sleepovers and all that stuff?
No, but the thing is, well, because we were raised to not, but the thing is, they can at least not have to go to work with me after school, and on the weekends, like, they get to do sports and things that we didn't get to do, you know?
That's hilarious.
We didn't have any of that.
It's amazing how your parents traumatize you. You don't even realize it. They think they're doing what's best for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like, you should be thankful. No, thank you. They said, you're going to raise lazy children. I said, no. They still have to do their chores at home, and they still learn how to do this and that.
Oh, that's
but
great.
They don't have to be stuck in the office or stuck in a work site or whatever.
I know, it's funny. It's funny. I was at a taco place in Anaheim on Friday night about 10:30 at night, and there was about 4 kids working there. It was a family. It looked like a family, and the kids couldn't have been more. Had to be all younger than 15. There was even one in a stroller asleep. It was funny.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling.
Have a good one, Romeo.
Yeah. Traumatized as a kid, man. 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley is Romeo. We're talking about being traumatized as a kid, right? There are things that I will absolutely not do today because of what I had to do as a kid. And I don't have to do these things today. So that also helps. But I just will never do it again. You know, all right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, I'd never walk into a room without knocking or asking Dad why they keep telling my mom what he, yeah, you asked your dad why he kept telling my mom that he wants to beat that, you know what, yeah, I can understand that. Walking into a room while your parents are having sex as a kid could make you knock today. I get it. RD42547-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Ron? We'll talk about traumatizing childhood.
Yeah. What's up, man?
How about when you get home and you smell that caldo cooking on a hot day?
The what?
When you smell hot soups.
Oh, yeah.
Caldo. Bro, as soon as I smelled that around the corner, I was like, jeez, we're having caldo. No, it's too hot. Bro, my wife goes, you want pozole? Hell no, I tell her, it's too hot. Hey, even my kids right now, I got a 13-year-old and an 8-year-old, they smell the caldo, they're like, Mom, it's too hot.
Oh, that is so funny.
And it reminds me of me back in my days, because I used to tell my mom too, when I smell that, Mom, it's too hot.
Well, why is your wife making it?
Because she said she wanted it. She said it smells good. She
Oh.
said, why are you eating it? I was like, no, it's too hot.
All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Good.
Already 42547-7. Like I said, what traumatized you as a kid, man? It's Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley is Romeo. Is one of the biggest things, or the biggest problems, believe it or not, I've actually had with my friends is camping. And it's because a lot of you go camping. You go over to the coast, you go to the beach, and I will not camp. I will not stay in a tent. I will not stay in a motorhome. But it's because I was traumatized as a kid. All the hunting and fishing I had to do to provide food for the winter or for the whatever time of year my dad made me do with him. I will never do it again. Traumatized me. All right, 842-547-7. What traumatized you as a kid? Good morning, Hot. What's up?
Okay, so I have 2 things.
Okay, what's up?
So my mom used to punish us with, we would have to hug and kiss our sisters when we were fighting.
Okay.
And now, like, none of us, it is so awkward. Like, One of my sisters could be crying in front of me. I'm like, there.
That's cold-hearted.
We can't. I can hug all my friends. I can hug anybody else, but not my sisters.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
We can't do it.
That's great. What's the other one?
So the other one is eating everything on your plate. My mom, we used to have to sit there until we ate everything on our plate, and now I'm fat. So, like, I totally blame everything on that. We would be crying on the table. We're like, I want to go. I don't want to eat it. She'd be like, nope, you eat everything on that.
Damn. That's wild. Parents used to do that, huh? I remember that. That's wild, huh?
Yeah. My daughter, when I had my daughter, I was like, I'm not doing any of that. So she would like take 2 bites and be like, I'm done. I said, okay. And she has no problem with food.
Oh, that's
not
great.
Me. I'll go and eat her leftovers after she's done in order to make sure that everything off the plate.
Damn, that's funny. Hey, thanks for calling. I appreciate that later. All right, 842-547-7. So what traumatized you as a kid? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Let's talk about being traumatized as a kid. You know, things happen in your childhood. Like, I used to have to chop wood every day because we had on the reservation, we had a stove that you needed to pack wood in. I will never pick up an axe and chop a piece of wood ever again in my life. Ever since I left the res, I won't even have a fireplace in my house because of it. Because I am not, well, maybe the gas ones. RD42547-7. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, yo, what really shit talking about being traumatized as a kid?
Yeah,
bro?
what up, man?
Man, all right, so any outing or public places, rather than like my pops, rest in peace, like my cousin stuff, like, you know how you don't go too far, you know, to where your parents can't see you. So we got an ace to go use the urinals by ourselves, but he told us, don't go to the ones at the end. There's crazy happening down there. So to this day, I use probably like the first 4, but I'll really wait. I won't go all the way to the end. All my buddies are like, why are you waiting in line? Like, bro, like, you know, I'm just not going to go down that way. I'll stay right. Hey, sometimes I'm so awkward because they'll be like, you know, you don't want to stand next to the guy. Like, you know, you don't want to be that guy. But I'm like, no, these first 4 or 5 funerals are mine, guy. Like, I can't go all the way down there.
Wow, that's pretty funny, man. That's pretty good. Hey, thanks for calling. That's all pretty right, good. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, trauma's real, man, for you kids, man. Your parents traumatized you as a kid, and you know you can't get over it no matter how hard you try. It's tough. RD42547-7. How did you get traumatized as a kid, man? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1. The Rhythm of the Valley is Romeo. Traumatized as a kid, man. Things you won't do today as an adult because when you're a kid, man, it traumatized you. RD42547-7. Good morning, now. What's going on?
Romeo.
Hey, what up, man?
Bro, we talking about trauma today?
Yeah. What's up?
Trauma, Romeo, help me. I got a couple of them, man. When I was my mom, I got a brother that's about 8 years older than me, so he used to babysit us whenever my mom had to go to work.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger, so he would lock us in a room with him and make us watch Freddy Krueger when we was little kids. Man, now to this day, to watch a scary movie. Me up, Romeo. And then I could be with the other lady who was talking about cleaning her plate. My mom used to make us didn't leave the table until you finish your plate. And so when I grew up, I tried to push that trauma off my kids, tell them, hey, don't you want to get the Clean Plate Award?
That's funny, man. Oh, all right, man. Your phone's cutting out a little bit. I got to let you go, man. All right, 842-547-7. I got to tell you, though, that's one of the things that is so funny to me, man, how parenting has changed over the years. I mean, finish your plate, finish everything on your plate, and you know they was feeding you too much. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome, the funniest part is I used to scare the cats away from the house because I used to think my dad's crazy because he wanted to kill them all. Oh, this is the guy that Oh, this guy sent me a message that said he walked into a room and his dad was telling his mom he wants to kill that kitty cat. And you know what they're doing, right? So now he's saying he used to scare the cats away from the house because he used to think his dad was going to kill them all. Nice. All right. 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. I just saw Cardi B. I just saw a story that says Cardi B's boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, they are in the family way. I guess Cardi B is pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby. Cardi B around, boy. She got two rich baby daddies, right? Isn't Stephon Diggs is a big time NFL player, and who's their other baby daddy? Offset. Offset got to have some cool cash too, right? So, man, Cardi B, she got her own cash, and she got 2 checks coming in. Damn. Cardi B's come a long way from the strip club, hasn't she? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, 842-547-7. I just saw a story that Cardi B is going to have Stephon Diggs' baby. Yeah, it just came up. All right, 842-5477. Yo, Rome. Cardi B, like every single mom, getting Cardi B, like every single mom, getting that check, getting that child support check. How do you know? She just said the other day that she's not opposed to marrying Stephon Diggs. They just had a conversation about that the other day. Maybe that's why they had the conversation, because now she got a baby. She's gonna have his baby, and they're gonna get married. Yeah, it should be. Well, how come ain't nobody saying about Stephon Diggs? You got to take on some stepkids, right? You guys, you think rich people have that problem? You think rich people have the same problems like you and I, where you got where a man is having a baby with a woman and now he's gonna marry her, or now he's gonna stay with her? Now he got stepkids, you know, or vice versa. You know, because Cardi B's rich, she got she's a single rich mom, right? Because her and Offset aren't together. Now she got a new baby daddy. So now you think rich people got the same problems? You think it just comes down, money has no relevance on how they got to handle their home now? Because if they get married, Stephon Diggs got stepkids. Already 42547. I think it's funny how you didn't mention that, but you mentioned that a single mom getting right? Yeah. Already 42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. Is Romeo. RD 42547. Somebody texted me, hey, Rome, Stephon Diggs is a dumbass if he does what? Stephon Diggs, well, Cardi B, according to the latest story, he already got Cardi B pregnant, okay? But why is he a dumbass if he marries her? What's wrong with Cardi B? Why can't you marry Cardi B? To be honest with you, I don't know. I thought the whole reason that Cardi B and Offset broke up was because he cheated, that Offset cheated on Cardi B. And so now Stephon Diggs, why was Stephon Diggs a dumbass for marrying Cardi B? I'm assuming that's what you're telling me. All you texted me was Stephon Diggs is a dumbass if he does. Why is he a dumbass if he marries Cardi B? I don't understand that. What's wrong with Cardi B? That's what I don't get. RD 42547. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. Is Romeo. RD 42547. Oh, let me see here. Oh, my boy. My boy just texted me about Cardi B. He said, bro, Cardi B used to be a stripper and a call girl who set dudes up and robbed them. Would you want her as a wife? If she didn't have money and fame, who would marry a chick like that? Hashtag ghetto tendencies. Well, I don't know. Maybe, but here's my point about that. Here's my point about what you just texted me. Is that this? But she's not that. She's not that anymore. Okay? So Cardi B is not a model anymore. She's a very successful, rich rapper, entertainer, right? With now that Stephon Diggs she's pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby with 2 rich baby daddies. So people change. Now the guy who texted me this, we want to talk about how you changed over the years, big dog. I know. So I gonna put you out there like that, but you know, someone might have said the same thing about you when you was running the streets of Bakersfield. All right, 842-547-7. I mean, I was just having a conversation. It's funny that that you brought that up though, about the fact that what Cardi B used to be, and maybe she still got that mentality that I got to get, you know, this baby daddy money. Maybe you're right. But I don't, maybe she's changed. Maybe she's a rich, successful in her own right. And, you know, I mean, she's probably still going to collect that check, right? Does Offset still pay child support? I don't know. Right, maybe, you know, they always say that you can't take you can't take your past out of you or something like that. So maybe that's right. But what's funny, it's funny that you say that about changing though. I was having a conversation with my boy this morning, and we were talking about the past. You know, we were having a conversation about things in the past, but you're different people. You become different people. If you can become somebody different from what you were, if you were a womanizer in the past, and now you're a happily married, settled down, professional, you know, good father, good husband, good person. We're just supposed to discount that you've changed. People change, man. Give Cardi B a break. Hey, Rome, I just think Cardi B knows how. She's a businesswoman. Having babies by rich men, is that a business move? It's Romeo. It's at 94.1. At 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Cardi B, supposedly pregnant by Stephon Diggs, right? Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Romeo? It's Cowboy Jesse right
What
here.
up, Jesse?
Everybody can change, but people won't forget. There was a situation a couple years ago at a bachelor party. My stepsister kissed a girl. It was fine. She was a legend. It's fine. It was over the other night. My brother kissed a boy a freshman year, and we're already 45, and he's still gay. People won't forget. It was just a simple kiss. People have a pattern. Just let it go. Let it go. You know?
Yes.
One little kid, and you know, but people won't forget.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I get it. People pick
Cardi
and
B,
choose
whatever
us.
she is, it don't matter. Don't tell me any guy in Bakersfield will not go date her with all that money. Men don't go date her too.
There's not a guy in the Bakersfield that won't knock her up if they had the chance.
Exactly.
All right, Jesse.
There's a lot of Raider fans out there that won't do it.
All right, Jesse, later.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he's right. People don't forget. Let me see what my boy said right here. Hold on. Yeah, what is? Let me see here. Hold on. I got to open up my phone. Rome, I'm a dude, though, and my hoes pay bills. All I'm saying is about this. You know, you look at Cardi B and you think, oh no, okay, so she get knocked up, you know, by another rich baby daddy. The funny part is, though, that was the first thing you think about her is, oh, she's just a stripper and a call girl, and she doing what strippers and call girls do, get knocked up to get that check. And I knew that's what you guys were thinking. That's why I brought it up, because I knew the first thing you guys are going to think, oh, look at Cardi. But Cardi B's successful, you know? So, yeah, and maybe they'll get married. Anyway, all right, 842. But you can't sit here. You guys cannot sit here. And these guys that are texting me and the people I've had conversations with about this morning are guys I know personally. And I know their past. So, man, you want everybody to forget about your past, but you don't want to forget about Cardi B's, huh? That's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is Romeo. Hey, Rome. They always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, so now Cardi B's a hoe? Turned into a housewife? I don't think Cardi B was the one that screwed up the relationship with Offset. I believe Offset was the one screwing around on Cardi B, not her, not the other way around. It is funny when you say that, because somebody else say, Hey, Rome, what up, bro? You could take the hoe out of the neighborhood, but you can't take the neighborhood out the hoe. But you're Cardi B is not. Well, I see what you're saying, but here's my point, and I want to say this about everything you just said. You could take the girl out the neighborhood, or what, the hoe out the neighborhood, whatever. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Do you know how many of you dudes right now are married to a hoe? Do you know? Do you think every single woman, your wife right now, what, was she a virgin when you met her? Did you meet her in high school? Did you meet her? No. You just don't know. You just don't know her whole activities. You don't know because it happened before you. You have no clue the secrets and how stupid you look to somebody who knows what kind of woman you married. You think every woman that's married right now was just some pristine princess with no past at all. You have no idea because you clowns, your egos couldn't handle it. You idiots are sitting there going, well, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Why don't you find out what your wife did before she married you, before you knew her? If you knew the truth, I bet you wouldn't be saying that because you guys are so stupid. That's why I always, when anybody ever says a hoe into a housewife, I always think whoever created that is just the most naive dumbass on the planet. He couldn't change a hoe into a housewife, okay? Guess what? I'm going to say about 90% of your women, these wives right here, were hoes in their younger days. Now, hoes has a very broad definition, okay? But I'm going to guarantee you they did some hoish stuff before they married you. And maybe when they married you, they decided, you know what? I want to be with this guy and not do hoish activities anymore. But I'm telling you right now, 90% of you wives out there, 90% of your wives out there have done some hoish activities and you have no idea. But you over here with your chest puffed out talking about, nah, my wife ain't like that. My wife would have never done that. And I know I'm right about that. All right, 842-5477. It's Romeo. It's 4.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rom?
What up, Ruben?
Hey, you hit it right on the money, bro. We had a homegirl that used to party with us, and she was a freak, Rom. She was crazy. And we always had to, like, drag her out of places, Rom. Like, the homegirls would have to go get her because, you know what I mean? We had to leave or something. And one of our other buddies married her.
Yeah.
Well, we tried telling him. He's talking about he don't want to talk. You know what I mean? He talks that he don't want to talk to us anymore. This and that. And that was before they started dating. And I swear, Ron, he thinks she's the most innocent woman ever. And if I had my cell phone back in that video, you know what I mean, Ron? And this fool acts like he's her first. He's just, and I'm like maybe the 101 first, but. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, but yeah, a lot of these guys here think that they were the first and that they're the only ones, and their wife was cutting flowers all day waiting for them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, I would say.
And like I always say, Rome, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know, my wife turned me into a house husband.
Oh, get out of here, Ruben.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, get out of here. I got to hang up on Ruben. 100% business, Rome. Okay. But what I'm saying is, Ruben, exactly what Ruben just said. I bet 9 out of 10 of you guys are married to a woman that you think was, how do you say it, sitting around cutting flowers all day waiting for you to show up. When no, she was doing hoish activities. You just don't know about it. Somebody knows about it. She knows about it. She ain't gonna tell you about it because you're too insecure to handle it. You have no idea what's going on. You have that's why these men are so stupid, and that's why whenever I hear anybody say that, oh, you can't turn. 90% of you men are married to women who had hoish activities in their past. You just don't know about it. I can guarantee that. Hey, Rome, I'm thinking Cardi B makes more money than Offset. Would he still have to pay her child support? No. Does she make more money? Did she make more money than Offset? Hey, Rome, still Gilrod streaming from Los Angeles. Man, I wish Cardi B was still a stripper and a call girl. Oh, God. Oh, it's hilarious. I actually like Cardi B. I don't have a problem with her. I mean, she don't bother me. I think she's funny. Hey, good morning, Rome. Hey, but all those inner hoes are on retirement now since they found a man. But that's what I'm saying. I know, I'm going to tell you right now. I know 3 women right now that would give it up to you right now for a couple of drinks and a night out. They were married, they got divorced, now they're back out doing hoish activities, right? They were doing hoish activities before they married that man the first time. Now the man screwed up, they had to leave him. So the stupidest statement ever made is you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. 90% of the women out there have done hoish things. They're just more discreet about it. And because you don't know about it and you married him, you think, oh my God, I got the one. No. And she might have stopped her hoish activities for you and may never do them again, which is okay. But don't act like she wasn't doing it before you. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Oh, what my boy sent me. Hold on. Let me see what my other boy sent me right here. It says, hey, what up, Big R? All these individuals calling her a hoe, ask them would they consider themselves a hoe after all the ladies they dated. Exactly. You know, the definition of a hoe is very broad. Very, very broad. Okay? But I'm going to guarantee you, yes, if you out there sleeping with women, multiple women, you a hoe. If a woman's out there sleeping with multiple men, you a hoe. By the definition of what society says. I don't care how many men or women you sleep with. As long as you ain't cheating on somebody, I could give a damn. Have fun. Enjoy it. But a hoe into a housewife? 90% of these housewives were hoes before they got married. You just don't know about it because, you know, they're smarter than you. They keep it from you. And you want to be naive and stupid. Most of these husbands out here who are saying, well, I didn't marry no hoe. You're like that chihuahua that doesn't look at you, but kind of side eyes you because they think if they're not looking at you, you don't see them. That's how stupid these men are. All right, 842-547-7, Rome. I don't care if my girl's a retired hoe as long as she's only a hoe for me now. Exactly. You're exactly right. So if you don't think your wife did some hoish activities before she married you, you're stupid and naive. She did, okay? Now, that's not to say she's going to do it now. But I'll tell you what, if you mess up and she divorces you, she's going to go right back to hoish activities until she finds that next man that she wants to stop for. That's really what it comes down to. Women are very discreet about their lives, have been, okay? Now they put a little bit more online and all that other stuff with social media, but back in the day, women have been very discreet about their hoish activities. They weren't out there publicizing it to everybody like you guys were telling your friends in a locker room about what you was doing, okay? They weren't like that. But they were doing the same activities you were doing. And once they found the guy they wanted to stop for, they stopped. Until he's not there anymore, and then they start doing it again until they find the next guy they want to stop for. Okay? Don't be naive. In fact, everybody text your wives right now and ask them what kind of hoe they was before they met you. Okay? And see what they say. RD42547-7. Yo, Rome, my grandson would like to hear the Raider song. Oh, here you go. Hot 94.1, the rhythm in the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Rome. It's me, Angel.
What up, Angel?
Hey, you know what? It's just like when we were younger, like in the 90s, you know, a lot of us weren't learning, and you would be like, oh, this girl's a hoe. And I would go after them, bro. If I knew a girl was a hoe, I was in love with her. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the way it works. But when you sit there, you ask the girl, hey, well, what have you done? You're setting yourself back, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Them hoes are beautiful, bro. They got Oh my God, man! I don't know how men could put girls down. I don't put no woman down. And if they were hoes, more power to them.
I'm gonna tell Angel. I'm gonna tell you like that. Them hoes from the 80s and 90s are now housewives.
And you know what? And they won't even look at you. They'll act all like, "Do you know him, Mom?" No. And they were out there getting it. Hey, bro, you know.
You are not lying, Angel.
Hey, they'll sit there. Have you ever done that? No.
Oh my God, that's hilarious! You run into a housewife who was a hoe in the 90s. She don't even know who you are no more.
Yeah, she'll sit there and act like you. Like, who is that? I think we went to school. I've never seen you.
I think we went to school together.
I think we went to school together. No, I ain't never seen you. I'm gonna tell you like this, Rome. I'm already getting ready for the Ashanti concert. Can you imagine what I'm gonna see tonight?
I ain't gonna lie. I figured you'd already be there in the parking lot waiting for the gates to open.
No, Rome. I'm leaving right now, like in an hour and a half.
Okay.
Right there to the Budweiser Pavilion. What are you doing here, sir? I'm helping you set up. I'm a volunteer.
Angel, you too much, man. Have fun tonight, brother.
Bro.
Have a good time. But he ain't lying. He is not lying about what he's talking about, man. Those 80s, those 80s and 90s women you were calling hoes are now housewives, And a lot of them, their husbands done cheated on them, so now they're back to being hoes in 2025. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, Howard 842-547-7. Hey, Ro, my ex-wife was a virgin when I met her. She found Facebook, and people would tell her she was pretty all the time. And there they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I say a housewife can't always turn into a hoe. That's why I divorced her ass. She cheated because she got too full of herself and started looking for the guy who she thinks had a better life than what she had now. Now, she's had 3 different baby daddies and can't even keep a man because she thinks she's worth keeping, and she's not. She doesn't know how to be a wife. Well, that's because that's inexperience, okay? That's lack of experience. You have to experience the world. If I was gonna make the argument based on what you just said, I would say the best housewife would be a retired hoe. That would be your best housewife because she already did it all. She know what she likes, she know what she don't like, and when she decides, hey, I'm done with this life, I'm gonna find this man to settle down with. She know what she wants. She know what she wants. So, an experienced woman is a more proper way to put it than a hoe. An experienced woman is who you'd want to marry because she did it all, and she knows, she's decided what she does and she doesn't want. So I would argue, hey, the best housewife is a hoe. Not you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And you just got bad luck of the draw, bro. You married a woman who had no experience with life, and she found out there was more out there than what you had to offer, and she went for it. But that was just bad luck, man. You can't. That was just bad luck. RD42547-7. Hey, Rome. A hoe's final form is finding the Lord. Just ask my mom. Comedian Bobby Ortiz Jr. That's our guy. We got a comedian, Bobby Ortiz Jr. You guys check him out. He's from Bakersfield. I went and checked him out online. He's kind of funny, actually. He'd be talking about Bakersfield. That's his quote right there. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, already 42547-7. Hey, Rome, thank you. Romeo, you made me look like a good grandma today. I told my grandson that we was friends from high school, and I'm going to text you so you can play a song. And when you play it on the radio this morning, you made his day. Thank you. Oh, the Raider song? Yeah, okay. Well, you're welcome. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Do you have a winner?
I'm not doing a winner. Alrighty, 42547-7. Hey, Rome, that's funny. That's really like every mom from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah? Yeah. I actually know what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, Rome, quick question. I was thinking women that are an 8 to 10 with makeup on, but a 3 or 5 without makeup on, where should you rank them? If I'm a 7 to 9 guy, no filter in person, but how should we look at women? Should they be rated off with makeup on or no makeup? I feel like they should be rated without makeup because that's what men see behind closed doors. Nah, you should be rated with makeup. Have you seen these celebrities now? All these celebrities that you guys been fawning over for decades, you think are hot. Have you seen them now with 4K? Yeah, that's makeup, bruh. You seen them without makeup in 4K? Yeah, you start to see the flaws. Nah, you rate them with makeup. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, good morning. All right, what do you got today?
What's going on, Big Ro?
What up, brother?
Not much, man. Not much. Hey, man, I've been waiting since about Sunday or what's called Saturday morning to call into the radio, man. I just got to get this out there, and today's probably not the day for it, man. But women have got to stop saying that their baby's father is deadbeat when the woman won't let the guy come and visit their kids because of whatever reason she got going on with the new guy. You know what I mean?
So wait, hold on. Are you saying that if a woman's preventing the father from seeing the child because of the new guy? Because I know women that won't let the father see their child because of child support. But you're talking about because of...
No, but mainly because of the new guy. So it's like, if the female's got a boyfriend, all of a sudden the kid's off limits. The female loses the boyfriend for whatever reason, all of a sudden the kid's on limits. You know? Child support or no child support. But I got a couple friends that they don't pay child support. All of a sudden the kid's off limits.
Yeah.
And the guy's deadbeat. But then the guy gives, $300-$400. All of a sudden, here, your kid wants to come see you. He wants to see me now. He didn't want to see me 2 weeks ago when I didn't have no money.
Well,
my thing is like the county gives you money, but that doesn't make the county the parent to your kid. You know, if the dad's willing to be there to take your kid to the football games or the park or school shopping or whatever, but your new boyfriend doesn't want to let that happen, how is the biological father all of a sudden deadbeat, not involved or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a fair statement. I think that's a fair statement. Yeah, these women pick and choose. The hypocrisy of women when they want to pick and choose when he's a good man and when he's not is very legitimately happening. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is if the guy's gonna fail, give him the chance to fail. Don't choose it for him, and then call him a deadbeat. Have some proof behind the fact he's a deadbeat. Send him the invitations to the graduation. Send him the invitations to the football games, and let him not show up on his own.
So basically, he's not a deadbeat. Your new boyfriend's insecure.
Pretty much, yeah, 100%. And you know what's crazy is that a lot of times that baby mom will go right back to the father, and I think the new guy is scared of that. Like you said, insecure, and so is the mom.
Oh, I would see now that I would bet on that any woman that is going to do that, like you said, not let the kid because of the new baby or the new boyfriend, I would bet my 100% that she would go back to the baby daddy without a doubt. I would agree.
Yeah, for sure. And I think a lot of them are scared of it. They don't know that they have the control or they're going to lose control, or they know they're going to lose control, and they just don't want to put themselves in that situation. I
think these men, to be honest with you, I think the new boyfriend just knows what kind of woman he's dealing with.
That too.
Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys, Romeo. All right, so Debbie Des, right? He was talking about how, there's no, what's funny is about this, and I know a lot of you are going to find this a little nutty and a little controversial, but at what point when you're talking about deadbeat dads, if you have, let's say you have, at what point does the mom have some accountability for him being a deadbeat? Or does a mom never have accountability for him being a deadbeat? Because like he said, what's up with these moms that won't let dad see his kid because she got a new man, right? Or he hadn't paid his child support yet, so she can't see it. When you start to weaponize the kid and use him as a pawn, that child as a pawn against the father, what do you expect the father to do, right? Now, I know a lot of you will go, well, Romeo, he left first. Okay, let's say that's what happens. Do you think that the baby mama has no accountability for the father leaving, right? Like maybe your relationship was on the edge to begin with, and the baby didn't make it easier. The baby came along and it made it harder, right? Because kids are not easy, more stress on everything. Now, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that that a man should just leave. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, and that he shouldn't pay child support. I think every man should take care of his child and pay child support. But what I'm saying is, a lot of you women want to be mad at this dude, but you play a role in him being a father, right? Like maybe your relationship wasn't great to begin with. Maybe he wanted to leave you anyways, and having a child put it over the top, so he left you, not the child. But you women be playing some games. I mean, my man ain't wrong about the fact that you be saying, oh, well, I got a new man now. That stepdaddy will step in and be, I mean, you can't, or the other one about child support, and you can't use your kid as a pawn and blame him. I think that's all my man was saying. RD4254777. But I was thinking about it when he was talking about it, because I was thinking about how many of you women played the part in him leaving. It had nothing to do with the kid. It's just a child came along, life got a lot more stressful, you got worse, so he had to leave you. And you can't take, not many men can say, you know what, I'll take the children, I can't be with you anymore. That's not how it works. At least not in California. I don't know if it works that way somewhere else, but I'm just saying, think about it. RD4254777. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So when it comes to deadbeat dads, somebody called me and he said that what's wrong with these women that be having kids, and then when they get a new boyfriend, they don't let the father see the kid anymore, or the father don't pay that child support, so you won't let that kid, you won't let him see his children. All right? Morning, what's going on?
What up, bro?
What up, man?
Man, you talking about people leaving their kids?
Well, yeah, deadbeat dads to an extent. But yeah, what up?
Man, a female can't never stop me from being with my kids, bro. I don't care what it is.
Well, they are.
Well, they can't stop me.
How?
They won't be able to stop me.
Well, how? They can't?
I'm not with my baby mother right now, and my kids sleep with me every night.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of women out there stopping their baby daddies from seeing their kids based on child support or a new man or something they don't like, or when they're mad at them.
Yeah, they'll try to do that, but you just gotta get your kid. You gotta take her to court because she can't really keep your kid away from you.
Okay. All right.
If you let her, I don't let them.
Okay. All right, man. All right, I appreciate the phone call, brother. Thank you.
All right, bro.
So if you let them, there's a point. There's a good point then. All you guys out there, like the guy who first started this said she ain't letting her baby daddy see her child or see his child because she got a new man. You got to let her do that, right? According to this guy that just called, they can't. Can a woman keep you from your child? Only if you let her, right? All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, she won't let him. She won't let him. Let's see here. What'd you send me? Hey, Rome, for me, it's the opposite. I try for him to be here, but his new girlfriend is so jealous to even pick up the phone and talk to me about our kid. When we do talk, our relationship is really good, and we could always talk calm about our kids. But with this new girlfriend, she won't let him talk. She won't let him, and it's sad, and I understand why she's so jealous. Of course, she was the one who cheated on me. Oh, he cheated on you with. I get that. I mean, but that's on him, right? That's on him. So you're right. I mean, there's a lot of different individual scenarios, okay? Like you just said, you know, his new girlfriend is tripping. Last guy that called said, I'm not letting her keep my kids away from me. And you know, but in general, you know, the majority there is happening. I'm just curious. What I'm curious about is how many dudes were ready to leave this girl. She got pregnant and he was already out the door anyways. Had nothing to do with the kid. It's just the kid added more stress on her that made her worse. And so he had to roll. But nobody talks about those scenarios. It's always the man's fault. And maybe this guy's right. Maybe he's right. You can only do what you allow your baby mama. You can only be treated the way you allow your baby mama to treat you. So maybe that dude's right. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547-7. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo.
What up, man?
What's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I was calling you about the mother not letting you see the kids when pretty much with the child support or a new boyfriend.
Yeah, what's up?
Honestly, I kind of agree with the past dude. If you let them, it happens, because I was a victim of letting my baby mama the first year taking my daughter, and until I actually went to the court system, that's where it actually helped me. But the thing is, I admit, scared of going to the court, and that's why I noticed a lot of male are scared to go to the court system because California, mother state, man.
Well, that's what. I can understand that. A lot of guys would know they're going to get screwed over, and the cost. What's it cost to go through the court system?
Man, true. I at least when I set it up, good almost to $1,000, and then I'm actually still paying fees on it. Honestly.
So let me ask you this question: does it cost the man more to go through the court system than it does the mother?
Oh yeah, all of it. And then honestly, the thing is, if the mother doesn't want you to see the kid, she could decide to go through the court system. But if she wants to just keep the kid, then obviously the father is going to, have to go through the court system. But once the father sets up the court system, everything's under the father's name. Everything was under my name. So say any revised of the court days, like, because I've been doing court system with my daughter's 13.
Well, let me ask you this: how much did your baby mama have to pay to go through this process that you've started?
Oh, nothing. Everything's added onto my bill. Onto my bill. Yeah.
You see why dudes don't want to go to court?
Exactly, man. That's why a lot of people are scared to go to the court system. And then the fact that I didn't know this until I went through it, but I've been going through the court system 7 years with my daughter. Since my daughter was 6 years old, and she's 13 now. I revised my court paper like twice, and every bill is added on to me.
Okay. All right, man. All right. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So answer me this: at what point do these baby mamas have to take accountability for what they're doing? Like, he left you. Maybe if you weren't such a bad person, or maybe you didn't become somebody after having a baby, he wouldn't have left you. I don't believe, and this is what I was thinking about. Do you believe, and I don't know if I necessarily believe, do you believe that every baby daddy who left after having children left because of the children or because of the baby mama? RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. We're talking about these deadbeat dads, right? So this guy calls up earlier and he says, hey, man, he goes, what's up with these women who keep their kids away from the baby daddy when they get a new boyfriend, or they basically use the child as a pawn? And what are you supposed to do? I said, well, I guess go to court, right? RD42547-7. But I was just thinking, why is it always the man's fault for leaving the child when the reality is, based on what this guy said, maybe he was really leaving you and not the kid, but now you making it hard for him to be a dad. Good morning, what's going on?
Yo, Rome.
What up, man?
Hey, bro, you know these daddies is leaving because the mama's treacherous, Romeo. You know, some of these chicks, hey, not all of them, but some of these chicks will do anything just to keep the control over their baby father. And they know most things that, you know, you can't do nothing to my car, you can't do nothing to my house, but what's going to really affect me the most is if you do something with my children.
Sure. I just think that more people need to take a look at what she did to make that guy leave. Because I don't think it had nothing to do with the kids.
Nah, it don't. See, but the thing is, so I say this all the time. Like, a woman gets 9 months to be close to her child. It grows inside of you. So you form a bond that the man don't get to form unless he's there in those early years of life. And if you're trying to keep your child away from that man, then it's a little easier for the man to be like, forget you and the baby.
Oh, God damn. Man, that's cool. That's cool, man. Damn.
I don't make the rules, Romeo. I don't make the rules. But if I have the time to form that bond or that relationship because you're keeping my child away from me,
man, man, I wouldn't even have thought about that one. Damn. All right, brother. Man.
All right, bro.
Later, man. Damn, he went there. That was, oh, wow. RD4254-7-7. It's Romeo's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
See, oh boy, just hit the nail on the head. Half these dudes really don't want to step up and take responsibility. It's easier for them to say, man, forget her. And if I go see that baby, I'm going to have to deal with her ass. So, nah, forget her. And then they go and run and cry and tell all their friends and family, she's evil, she's keeping the baby from me. But in reality, any parent, man or woman, can go to the court system and file for custody of that child. If they're low income, they get a fee waiver. All court costs are free. So there's absolutely no excuses for men to not justify. And then half the time, these parents, men and women, are doing a power struggle to have control and be bitter over each other with these children. And then once the dust settles and the court orders are issued and there's actual visitations, then these dads don't even pick up their kids. So it's like, okay, what's really going on? Let's stop blaming the mom, take accountability, or mom blaming the dad.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm okay with everything you said.
Okay.
I'm just going to say this. Do you think, and this is just the conversation we're having today, in general society, I think most and everybody blames the dad. But you got to think, at some point, it's the mom's fault. Also, it can't all these deadbeat dads can't just all be deadbeats because of them. At some point, the mom had to drive them to it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to agree in a sense.
Okay.
Because everything has a cause and effect, right?
Okay.
So if this mother has been, how the other guy said, she gets to, like it's the privilege, she gets to carry this baby. Some women have horrible pregnancies, hormonal changes, weight gains. Like half the population gets postpartum depression, is undiagnosed. They don't even know.
Okay.
So their hormones are all over the place. And these men, they think that as long as I go to work, I bring home my paycheck, I get to rest and relax because I've been working all day. I ain't got to do And these women are stressed the hell out at home because they either have multiple children or they're a first-time mom and they're paranoid. They don't want to do anything wrong. They don't want to hurt their baby. At the same time, they're sleep deprived. Now they're still, being a housemaid. Then their man comes home and they still got to take care of their man's needs. And they're still expected to fill all these multiple roles. All the while, these men are in the home and these moms are still feeling like single parents.
Okay.
So then the bitterness kicks in, and then the dude's like, what's your problem? I've been working all day. Why are you being a bitch? And they're not seeing both sides. You know what I mean? So it's a cause and effect.
Okay. There's a lot of gray area. I get it. I'm not arguing with you. I think you're right I think everything you're saying is correct. But I also think that there's also a false sense of reality when it comes that all these dudes are just bouncing because they had kids. That's all I'm saying.
in my situation, I wasn't trying to have no kids. I was living my life. I was doing my thing. I used to have this little quote, single, sexy, and free. I didn't have my first baby till I was 36. I met my dude, and he was like selling me the pipe dream. You don't have kids. I don't have kids. It's so rare to find people our ages without kids.
That's awesome.
Let's settle down and have a family.
Yeah.
Sold me the whole pipe dream. And then once I had the family, decided, you know what? Actually, I didn't want this. I want my freedom.
Sure, that's fair. That I could see. I was sure you had a situation when you called with all that, but now that's very specific, and you're right about everything you just said because it's very specific to what you said is absolutely correct to your situation. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of delusional people out there, men and women, who have these kids, and they are lying to each other. Just kind of what you said. They're lying to each other about who's putting in more, who's doing what, and a guy can just leave, but hey, sometimes he's leaving you, not the kid, and the woman will just...
That's true. That's true. Sometimes a woman starts creeping when her man's at work. I mean, I've never personally been one of those women. I've known a couple friends who were like, you know what, I know he's messing around, so I'm going to be on social media creeping while he's at work, and she's setting up her next move slick as hell because these women are trying to be like men nowadays, like, well, if he's going to do it, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get him before he gets me.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you called. Thanks.
All right.
Bye. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, any of you guys that got to go to court for child issues, man, take her with you on her side. You need her as your legal representation. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
What's up, Ron?
What up, man?
I'm over here in this car wash, so hopefully it don't be too loud. But, hey, man, you know, that last lady that was just on was correct. I want to kind of speak up on it because I'm a single father, and I have to go through the court system, too. You got to do what's right for the child, you know? And so at the end of the day, they give you the free waiver, depending on, you know, your income and all that stuff, and take care of it. You got to do what's good for the child. I also want to give you a big hug, man. I listen to you quite often, and, you know, sometimes we disagree, but I heard you tickets, just on GPs. It's like somebody was complaining. You like, all right, here's some fair tickets. What tickets you want?
Yeah.
So, I like that, man. You know, helping the community.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. But definitely, man, representation matters. So I want to get you a little male input that we got to take care of our kids, man. It don't matter. You know, I used to work for the child support department. So at the end of the day, I kind of know the ins and outs. And, the system's not really against us, but we got to be head strong, you know, and just go at it. So,
okay,
yeah, man.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, brother. All right.
No problem.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna have the conversation, and this is what I was getting at, if you're gonna have the conversation, have the whole conversation. It seems like when it comes to deadbeat dads, you only get half a conversation. Like the woman that called earlier, specific to her situation, she gave the whole conversation. But when the guy who started this was asking about, well, you can't see your kid, the baby mama got a new man, so she don't let you see your kid, or you don't pay child support, so you don't get to see your kid, or you know what happens when you can't afford to go through the court system? You ain't got money like that. Now you over here, you know, broke. Can't pay your rent because you got to fight to see your kid when that baby mama don't have to be like that. You got to have the whole conversation. Then what the guy said earlier, he said, what did he say? He goes, well, Rome, the mother and the child filled a bond during pregnancy. You, as a man, you don't have that bond. So if you ain't bonding with that child when they're born, you know, because the baby mama's pulling shenanigans and not letting you be there, then you might just forget it all and throw them both out the, you know, get rid of them both and not care. But you got to have the whole conversation. That's my point. You blaming all these men for being deadbeat dads. Well, what part did the baby mama play in that? She had to play some part in that for that to happen. Or maybe she didn't. But you can't believe that every single deadbeat dad is a deadbeat dad because he just decided to go get milk and not come home. And there's got to be instances. There's got to be instances where he was just so sick of the mom that, you know, the kid was just, you know, collateral damage, which like you guys say, shouldn't be the case. But when the mom's being a certain way and it's not going down right, I mean, what do you do? Already 42547. That's all I'm saying. Have the entire conversation about it. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD 42547. Hey, Rome. Let's see. I seen it firsthand with my man's ex, Rome. She doesn't get her way, and she starts to say he's a bad dude when he's a great dad and will bend over backwards for the kids. He pays child support and gets them all the time and still isn't enough for her. Some women are just sour and should be blessed. Some men want to be part of their children's lives. Okay. Good morning, Romeo. Hey, Romeo, it's Paulina. Before that baby was even born, a woman had a choice. She chose to open her legs. She chose to keep her baby. She chose to stay with that man. Because remember, Romeo, a woman is pregnant for 9 months. If a man's a deadbeat, he was a deadbeat to begin with. Way before a woman opened her legs. Women want to have all the freedom, do whatever they want, but don't want to deal with the consequences. Remember, Romeo, when it comes to a woman, it's everyone's fault but hers. Paulina, you need to put that on a shirt and see how that's. I bet that would sell. Already 42547. Hey, Romeo, she cheated, got pregnant. I pay my child support. She not a stable mom, always moving. My old child stay with me. Been in the same place for the last 6 years. Been divorced for 7 years. She's been in over 7 different relationships. Got married again. Got divorced within a month. Had to take my other kids in until she got on her feet over the summer. Now my kids don't want to live with her anymore. We all not bad guys. Been in a relationship for the last 5 years with my new girl. Love my kids. I'm going to tell you this story. One of my boys is from down south. He moved out to California, and I think if I remember the story correctly, I was drinking when he told me it. His kids came out to California to visit him and never went back. They just stayed. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Let's see what else you guys texted me. 842-547. We're talking about deadbeat dads, right? And the fact that, how do we get there? And what, because the guy called up and he was saying that, hey, what do you think, Rome, about these women that have these kids, and when they get a new boyfriend, they don't let the father see the kids no more? Well, there's a lot of women use kids as pawns, right? And we've seen it all before. But it's only the deadbeat dad who gets he gets labeled a deadbeat dad. I guess that's the question. How many men do you think are legitimately deadbeat dads versus how many men are labeled deadbeat dads because the baby mama has created that? That's the question. Hey, Rom, a good dad will take that baby mama to court because ain't no one keeping him from his kids. She doesn't follow the court order. You get the cops involved and document everything, take her to court for violating the order. I mean, and that's what somebody said. You're right. Somebody said a good dad will find a way. I don't know if that's always possible. All I'm saying is we need to look at the whole story, all right? You need to see the whole situation. Hey, Rome, baby mamas don't and won't ever take accountability. Let me rephrase, not only baby mamas, but an ex doesn't take accountability. All right, my man got some women issues. All right, 842-547. Yo, Rome, my husband's baby mama cheated on him with her best friend's baby daddy and her boss, and then had the nerve to say, oh my God, I wish he would get over it. Just want him back. It's the control that they want. And then he finally went off on her. And she cried and said, it's not fair that I'm stuck with a kid and you're not. And he said, I will take him and you never have to be in his life. But it was the control she needed her son to talk to my husband. When she lost the contact because there was a court order of custody, she lost her mind. Yeah, that goes right back to what Paulina say, right? All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys, Romeo. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. I'm absolutely right. My boy, he couldn't stand the baby mama. He had to get out, right? So he got out. His kids came out to California to visit one time, never went back. Had nothing to do with raising kids, and I think some of these deadbeat dads get pigeonholed into being deadbeat dads when it wasn't really their fault. Morning out, what's going on?
Yo, Ron, what up, man?
What up, brother?
Hey, so I just want to chime in a little. I've been to the courts. I've been through all that,
Yeah.
And what Paulina says is very true. I mean, you pick the guy you have a kid with, and you need to know, what type of a guy he is, and then what other people are saying, man. Like, oh, a real man or a real dad won't leave his kid. It's some goats, like I said, some guys can't do it, man. It's just such a hassle. I know dudes personally who just had to walk away completely because the lady was just so evil, man. And it sucks. So, I've broken down over before when I was younger with my kid's mom, and thank God it's like she got another dude, and he told her, like, yo, like, look how my baby mama treats me. You don't like it, you're doing that to him. He's actually being in his kid's life.
Okay.
But there's just so many chicks who they want that control, and they're so spiteful because it's not the fact that we don't want the kid, we don't want you, and they just can't deal with it.
And that's what I was thinking about. How many of these dudes are getting pigeonholed as deadbeat dads, but not because they didn't want the kid, because they didn't want her, and she mad about it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's studies out there, man, that show that single dads do better than single moms.
Really? Well,
there's studies out there. I mean, I know it's a touchy subject, whatever. I'm going to speak the truth. But, I mean, how many men out? I'm not even going to go on this conversation. But anyway,
I know.
But, it sucks, man, because I've been through it real young. I had my son.
Man, there was also a study that said the COVID vaccine stopped COVID. So you can find a study for anything.
I got this for you then. How many men will say, "Oh, go get rid of the baby," or like, I didn't ever want that for mine. I'm sure a lot of guys didn't want the abortion.
All right, yeah. All right, man.
All right, brother.
All right, later, man. I mean, there's a study for everything. I don't know that I'd say that single fathers are better than single mothers. I would probably say that because I would say that study is probably correct only because, now listen to this before you say, there are less single fathers. So there are less single fathers out there that fail because single fathers are, there's less of them. So you got to believe that a single father is going to step up, And since there's less of them, the statistics, I know I'm breaking it down too much, but the statistics probably show more success as a single father than a single mother, but that's because you got so many more single mothers. So statistically, you're probably right, but I don't know if that's totally true. RD42547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, I'm just not going to get to all your text messages today. I usually try to, but I just can't. Hey, good morning, Rome. I'm a single dad, and when I went to family court, I got my waiver fees reduced because I was able to qualify for the courthouse to remove my fees, but I did lawyer up to me and my kids are more important. Okay. What is this? Geez, man, you guys got some long stories. Hey, Rome, I'm trying to just paraphrase some of these. Hey, Rome, my ex-wife makes it hard for me to be a dad. I'm a great dad, fun, and spend all the time with my kids on my days. My ex parties Friday and Saturday nights. I see her messaging her to my youngest, who is 8, at 2 a.m. texting him to stay awake because she almost home. But she manipulates my kids, who are 8 and 16, into thinking I'm a deadbeat, and she has my oldest thinking I left the family, not left her, and fighting the battle till this day. Been divorced for almost 4 years. She has made parenting difficult. Yeah, okay. But when it comes to court, it all depends on the situation. Yeah, we ain't gonna go through court. Yeah, I don't care about Canelo. Hey, Rome, you're talking about moms that keep their kids from their dads and deadbeat dads. I just got two things to say about those baby mamas. They need to stop being bitter and get over it. I think about the kids. They need a dad in their life, and those deadbeat dads need to step up. Help with those kids. Responsibility or responsible baby daddy. I even give him my weekends. Well, yeah, because you want to go out and party. Act like you doing something for your baby daddy because you got something going on that weekend. There's a party, man. You know, you probably at the Canelo fight last weekend. All right, 842-547-7, 94.1.